डेन्यूब प्रॉपर्टीज ने भारतीयों के लिए गोल्डन वीजा अवसर के साथ दुबई में लग्जरी प्रोजेक्ट ऑप्लेज का अनावरण कर दिया है। जी हां, आपको बता दें कि 23 जुलाई 2022 यूएई में अफोर्डेबल हाउसिंग में अग्रणी और सबसे लोकप्रिय प्राइवेट रियल एस्टेट डेवलपर डेन्यूब प्रॉपर्टीज ने नई परियोजनाओं ऑप्लेज का लॉन्चिंग कर दिया। यह गगनचुंबी रिहायशी परियोजनाओं उपभोक्ताओं को लग्जरी और आधुनिक भव्यता का बेजोड़ अनुभव प्रदान करेगा। दुबई साइंस पार्क के नजदीक यह परियोजना मॉल ऑफ अमीरात से मात्र 10 मिनट की दूरी पर, मोहम्मद बिन जायद रोड से 5 मिनट की दूरी पर और मिराकल गार्डन से 5 मिनट की दूरी पर स्थित है। सड़क के अलावा दुबई साइंस पार्क, होटल, स्कूल, अस्पताल और शॉपिंग मॉल भी ऑलपेज के नजदीक आते हैं। इसकी दुबई एयरपोर्ट और नए खुले एआई मेकटाउन इंटरनेशनल एयरपोर्ट के साथ भी अच्छी कनेक्टिविटी है। अथॉरिटी से सभी अनुमोदन मिलने के बाद ओप्लस की बिक्री अगस्त के अंत तक शुरू कर दी जाएगी।
So what we have launched about 3 projects, roughly about 1.5 billion dirhams was the value of the 3 projects that we have launched. So we launched 3 projects in the last 6-7 months, and the value of the projects, all 3 put together, is roughly about 1.5 billion dirhams. Rupees wise, it is about 3,000 crores. That was the value of the project, and all of them are sold out. And the current project we are launching in August, and before the year end, possibly we will have 2 more projects definitely that are coming on our plate. The value definitely we would be able to tell you in the at the later stage, because we are getting into a lot of various stages of development.
Hi, this is Sonia from Brand. So if my budget is about 5 CR, what is your offering?
I think 5 CR is a very good budget. On 5 CR you also not only you get the property, but you also get a golden visa. Which means if you invest 5 crores, Dubai government is giving you a golden visa, which is a very good opportunity. Not even 5 crores, you can invest 4 crores and get a golden visa. Answering to your question, 5 crores you can get minimum a 3-bedroom apartment with an inbuilt swimming pool inside your apartment. And especially, I forgot to mention about this, that this Opal by Danube has a swimming pool inside the apartment. Of course, there will be a big swimming pool which will be there, in the main play area, but also you have in the balcony a nice swimming pool which you can play whenever you want to play there.
Hello sir, my question is like to whatever amenities you have shown in this. I'm from Saffrons, Vijay from Saffrons. My question is like whatever amenities you have shown, is that amenities already existing in your other properties?
Yeah, definitely. So in fact, all our buildings, we try to put the amenities which somebody have never seen before. So every single project, we try to increase a couple of more amenities into it. So what we have seen in the AV, the amenities that we have given is already existing. With Opals by Danube, we are actually, we actually, all the videos that you have seen is actually shot in our own buildings. And with Opals by Danube, we are giving a sky deck which is on the top of the building with the infinity pool. So that is another feature which is not there in our previous building. So all the amenities are existing, and with future projects we will definitely keep on adding to it. I don't know what else to be added, but we will definitely think of to add more to it.
Particularly, I've seen that aqua gym over there. It's amazing.
One last point, that our swimming pools for the last 2 projects, we have made a small improvement. The swimming pool that we put is an anti-current swimming pool, which is not a very regular feature of a residential building. It is a kind of a feature which you could see in a 7-star hotel or a resort, but we are putting it in a residential building. That means swimming in an anti-current swimming pool for 20 minutes is equivalent to swimming in for an hour. So now our buildings are coming with an anti-current swimming pool, machine swimming pool.
I'm a swimmer by myself. I need to swim every day before I go to the office. And that's what I felt, that instead of spending 1 hour, let me spend 20 minutes by putting this anti-current. Why not everybody use it? But trust me, it's one of the best facilities. You swim in that anti-current pool, it's like feeling of a swimming in the sea. You are swimming against the wave which comes in front of you, and you feel so fresh, you feel so much energy.
Just to add, today people are paying around 40 CR in Bombay for getting something like an aqua gym, as an amenity in our projects. So, they're getting something like an anti-current pool, which is not even there in India, for starting price of around 1 CR in Indian currency.
Thank you.
Hi, this one, sir. My name is Nimisha Tiwari. I'm from the Times Group. I wanted to ask you about the startup culture in Dubai, which is very attractive for a lot of Indian entrepreneurs. Is Danube Group also thinking of any kind of a facility which is given for the new entrepreneurial attraction that Dubai government is also doing for Indian entrepreneurs? Apart from that, we also know that Bollywood seems to be a very attractive deal for them with Danube, and you are one of the people who have been quite friendly with most of them, and they've been much better friends with you. Wanted to know a little bit about the cultural part of what Danube tends to offer, not just to the Bollywood, but to ordinary people who probably are living in Mumbai.
When you're talking about setting up a business and all that, we don't provide that business setup in Danube. But yes, we do have links with the people who do the setup for anybody who wants to come and set up. So anybody who wants to start a setup, we will be able to connect to the people who want to set up a business over there. And it's very, very easy. It's not, there is no bureaucracy over here. It's a very user-friendly, and I would say friendly environment over there when you want to start up a business. It's as good as you can set up your whole business within 1 week, 15 days. You can have your trade license, your telephone, your office, everything can be. The idea of the government is to make it as easy as possible for anybody who wants to come and invest in Dubai. That's why people are coming to Dubai. The culture is very good. Especially for Indians who are coming to Dubai, they don't feel like that they're coming out of India, because we still talk, many times we still talk, he's not how many dirhams, ye kitna rupe ka hai. That's still the culture. The restaurants are there, as many restaurants. It has more restaurants than I have seen in Mumbai or even London or even New York. The culture is so good. The people speak. Most of the people, they speak Indian language. Most of the people, they speak English is very commonly spoken over here. There, so anybody who comes to Dubai doesn't feel out of home. They feel that they have come to a place. And the best part about Dubai is that every time you come after 3 months, 6 months, or you feel that, okay, I have not seen this place, I need to go and see it again. So much far to Dubai. In fact, for us also, keeping a place in Dubai becomes so much difficult, because the way Dubai is growing at such a fast pace, and that is only because of the vision and the government authorities. Now, answering to your another question is what was the second question? I just forgot. Bollywood, yes, Bollywood. I don't provide them any extra facility to them. It's just that because I am the franchise owner of the Filmfare Middle East, which is happening in the whole of Middle East. So I have taken that franchise right, and because of that, my connection to Bollywood has been very, very good. And anybody who comes to Dubai, they either come to my house or they come to my property office, and they have been investing a lot in their renting properties, and I'm very happy about it, because they are finding it very, very attractive with the payment plan and the price which we are offering, and everybody feels that they should have a home over there. They all are telling me that Dubai is like, I want to make my second home over there. And the best, when you have your second home, you worry about what will you do with the apartment when you are not coming and staying over there. So the answer is very simple. You put that apartment either on a yearly rental, or if you want to come and stay there, put it on Airbnb, because if you Google that, Dubai is the most highest paid for the Airbnb in the whole of the world. The amount of people, the amount of tourists which Dubai is attracting. So the apartment which you buy from us can be put on Airbnb. And when you want to come and live in, or you want to stay for 10 days, 15 days, your apartment is already there, which you can come and stay over there rather than spending some huge bills on the hotel. So that, I believe, answers your question which I really wanted to know.
Hello, I work for the Hindu. My name is Gagनच Mishra. Firstly, I want to correct myself. The population you spoke about, the Bombay.
That's what I said. I didn't want to argue with you. It was 2.5 crores, is for my knowledge.
It It is actually 1.2 crore as per the 2011 census. The next official numbers have not come.
Okay.
But I checked before I'm speaking to you. It's more than 2 crore.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah. What my information was around 2.5 crores. So even if you say 1.2 or 2 crores or 2.5 crores, I'm talking of a population of only 45 lakh. And if 45 lakh has to be multiplied by 50% more, we're talking about adding another 20 lakh. But 20 lakhs means Dubai will be full. Can you imagine? Already Dubai is full and 20 lakhs more people coming in. And that is happening. The amount of investment which is happening in Dubai is unbelievable.
Yeah, apologies for
No, absolutely.
So tell me, who are the people you're targeting from India? And you have completed so many projects. What is the mix of people in the building?
As we are moving forward, the amount of people who are investing from India is more and more. Now targeting, who are the people who I'm targeting? Any small businessman or anybody who is having a certain amount of savings which he can put into it. Doesn't have to have that big saving, because when we are talking about, say, buying a 1 BHK over there, 1 BHK, just to give you an example, we sell about 750,000 to 1 million dirhams. Now 750,000, if you buy the lowest apartment, also 750,000 dirhams, we are talking about paying a down payment. When we say 750,000, I convert into Indian rupees about 1.5 CR. You pay down payment of only 10%, which is 15 lakhs rupees is your down payment. After 3 months, again you pay 15 lakhs. So total investment is 30 lakhs, which you pay in the 90 days. And the balance you are paying only 1.5 lakhs rupees per month. So anybody who targeting, anybody who is making that 3-4 lakhs rupees per month is my target audience. And today, in a country like India, making that 3-4-5 lakhs rupees per month, there are plenty of people, any small entrepreneurs, small businessmen, the big people who are working in the big white-collar job, they are able to invest without any problem over there. Especially with the payment plan, what happens is when you invest, like Hussein mentioned, that only for 3 years you are paying the full, that 1.5 lakh rupees per month. But after that, you get the position of that apartment, you put that apartment minimum, you will get 1 lakh rupees your rental income. So after 3 years, you will be paying only 50,000 rupees per month, and that apartment belongs to you. So in short, what I am trying to tell you is that 1.5 CR apartment, you have invested only 75 lakhs hard cash money from your side, and balance you are getting the EMI from the rental and the very small little you are paying then to me. So in short, 75 lakhs rupees you are getting an apartment ready for you in Dubai with all the amenities and all the first class location and everything which you can. So Dubai is a no-brainer if anybody wants to invest in Dubai. It's one of the best things to come. I'm sure you people have come. If you have not come, do come to see the how vibrant. Today, you don't get a place in a restaurant. If you want to go get a good restaurant, it's like you don't get a place. You need to either know the manager of the hotel restaurant, or you need to know the owner, or you need to book at least 1 week, 10 days in advance to get a good place in the restaurant. That buzzing the Dubai is, and going forward, I'm sure it's going to be much liked by the people because of the different social culture and the friendly environment which Dubai is wanting to create over there.
And what would be the monthly maintenance of your building?
That's the best part of it. Dubai maintenance is very cheap also, because we are talking about 12 to 14 dirhams per square feet per year. So we are talking about if you are taking a 750 square feet apartment, if you're calculating it, even at 14 dirhams, you're talking about 10,000 dirhams, less than 10,000 dirhams per year, which is almost 800 dirhams, which is about 16,000 rupees per month. I'm paying much more in my Bandra apartment over here, just for your knowledge, which doesn't have any amenities.
And what is your long term, maybe medium term, 5-year business plan?
My long term? You see,
5 years business plan in Dubai.
My long term goals according to Dubai was a little slow, so I went slow down. But looking the way Dubai is going to grow, or UAE is going to grow in the next 5 years, we will be also growing in the speed of Dubai. And we will be building more and more apartments, more and more buildings as we go across. But the formula has been very simple with Danube. You develop any project, you sell that project, put that project on construction, then start for a new project. I don't overdo it. I mean, at this point of time, whatever projects I have sold or sold out, I don't have anything extra land bank in with me. one project at a time is the policy of the company. Simple, so that whenever I get the money of the investors, I want to be sure that we deliver on time and we deliver the best quality. After Opals, we are looking for a couple of, like Hussain said, we'll be launching 2-3 projects. But as soon as we acquire that land or everything is finalized, then we will be able to. That's why I was not able to give you the figure how much will be the project value of that.
You are right. A lot of businessmen from India have relocated to Dubai in the last.
Yeah, many people want. Yeah, many people want. Not many people are locating to Dubai, and also a lot of people are creating a base in Dubai, because, like I said, Dubai is such a very friendly environmental business country that anybody can come and start that company over there. Within 10 to 15 days, you have your complete setup of the company ready. And there are no, as of now, there is no taxation also. The taxation are going to start at a later stage, but as we are talking, there is no taxation by the Dubai government or UAE government laid to any businessman who wants to come and start business over there. It's a very, very clean system where you can do your business without headache. कुछ भी problem नहीं, ना तुम्हारे को कोई tax वाला सताएगा, ना कोई गुंडा सताएगा या कोई any bureaucracy आएगा बीच में, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं. तुम अपना काम करो, जैसे ऐसे 1 रुपए का माल 1 रुपए 10 पैसे में बेचो, 5 पैसा तुम्हारा प्रॉफिट है, 5 पैसा तुम्हारा खर्चा है. As simple as that. And that works out very good for any businessman who wants to come, because when you have that sort of an environment and you want to do the business without any bureaucracy or without any hurdles, it becomes a very, very attractive. And foreign currency also, there is no problem. You can bring in the foreign currency as long as there is legal. You can take back your money. There is, many countries, when you take the money into the country, they don't allow you to take it back. Yeah, you can bring the money, you can take back the money as much as you want. There is no questions asked.
Thank you so much.
And also the connectivity is also playing a very vital role. Right? Dubai is very well connected to major cities in India and across the globe. Dubai airport is the busiest after Heathrow. So that is also playing a very important role. People can easily come and set up their business and can move around very easily.
And when is the position you will go about Opal?
About 2.5 to 3 years normally a building takes. So if Opal we are launching now in the month of August, I think it should be 2.5, so 22, 23, 24, 25. We should do that. But we have been so far been able to deliver most of the projects on time without any problem.
Any more questions?
Yeah, good afternoon, Mr. Rizwan. My name is Alban. I am from Bahrain. Okay, first of all, congratulations to entire Danube team. You are having a very good success in real estate. Just one question with this Opal's project. There is any floor rise or the prices are uniform for all? How is it? How does it work?
Yeah. So definitely, when we put up the pricing, depending on the view and the floor rise and the size of the apartment, there would be a slight difference in the pricing. Not very much. Like on the first floor to the top floor, we will not have a 25% markup. It would be a very minute and slightest difference depending upon the view and the rise of the floor.
And just to add, the parking is free. In India, we need to pay for the parking. Here, we don't charge for the parking. And also, the 7-year payment plan is also free. We don't charge you any interest in that.
How about the metro connection in Arjan, near this Opals? There is metro or it's under construction?
So, Opals is about 6 minutes from Mall of the Emirates, which is on the Sheikh Zayed Road, and Mall of the Emirates have a metro station. And we are going to put a shuttle bus in the building in Opals by Danube, which is going to take to metro every 15 minutes. So technically you can say that we are pretty much connected to the metro.
Thank you.
My question is we Indians are more into Vastu, so I don't know Dubai whether you believe it. How these properties are being taken care of Vastu, because you are looking for Indian investors. What about that?
I think 70% plus apartments are Vastu compliant. And we have somebody who will guide you in that how and show that what Vastu compliant is, how to do it. Definitely taken care. Because I am being an Indian, I am also a believer of Vastu, and I also feel that this is a very important aspect when somebody wants to come into the apartment. So So yes, this is definitely taken care of.
There was a question there.
Just for your information, before I wanted to add, the biggest mandir is being built in UAE. I don't know how many people you know that. Yeah, the temple, the biggest temple, which is, Dubai believes in multicultural. They don't say that, okay, Muslim countries will have only a mosque or something. The biggest mosque is there, the biggest churches are there, and now the biggest temple is being built. Modi ji had come over here, and Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed inaugurated the temple. So that is also another, and they are not talking about a small temple. They are talking about likely it's a touristic destination temple. They are trying to build it, and it's going to be a massive. So Dubai thinks about everybody over there. And cultural wise, you will see a lot of the sheikhs also. I mean, I myself go to all the, in Dubai we believe in having the Diwali parties, having the Christmas parties, we all celebrate together. It's a very, very harmonious culture, and we really enjoy that. Like food wise, if you are a foodie, you can't get anything better than what is available in Dubai. You have cuisines from all over the world.
This is Sachin from Lok Sabha. Just you said you delivered 14 projects and 6,000 plus properties. Can you share the clientele mix, the owner of the properties, percentage of clients?
Of course, like Indians scores the list. We have Indians at the top of the chart. The majority of the Indians who are not staying in the UAE, and the Indians staying in India, or Indians staying across the globe. I mean, the American Indian or the British Indian or all that. So Indians top the list when it comes to our set of buyers, and followed by various other nationalities. When you talk about a mix, we have about 70 plus nationalities in the last project that we have. So, but Indians top the list.
My name is Satya from India Media. If I'm not wrong, Danube are residential. Is there any future plan for Danube launching in the commercial area?
We do a residential only. At the moment, we are residential is in demand, so we are going on that. But in the future, we might do some commercials also. But right now, I can see a huge demand of the residential, so I'm concentrating on that. And I forgot to mention one more very important point. Is what happens is when you buy a property, you get the possession of the property. So we have a full team which will take care of your property, which will ensure that your property is rented either on BNB, Airbnb, or on a yearly rental which can be taken away, which can be taken care by my team without any problems. So any property when you buy from us, we also give you a service of maintaining that property or managing your property. You don't have to come there to have a look at it. So that's a very, very big advantage.
You mentioned just now that we don't have a commercial property, we don't need commercial. But what about salons and what you're giving the family?
Salons, it's a free given to people who are staying in the building. I mean, many commercials, okay, there will be also some commercial, like some shops and all that. Retail will be there. But when I said commercial, I thought he's talking about offices and all that. When you have any building, you will have some part of the commercial, like which we give it to the salons or the supermarkets or a clinic or anybody who wants to laundry and all that. So that is always given, but that's a very small portion. It's a very less than 5% or 3% of the building total square feet which you pay.
So all your properties are having a common alphabet letter Z. So what is the affinity behind it?
Actually, yes, a good question, but no significant thing. What happened was the first project which I launched it was a townhouse project, and I wanted to name it as Dream because this was the first time I ventured into a property business. So it was my dream that I want to venture in the real estate business. But when I went to the land department to get an approval of the Dream, they said, no, we can't give the approval of the Dream because the Dream has already been registered by some other developer and you can't use the same word again. So one of my friends suggested that why don't you use it, put it as DREAMS, instead of that you put DREAMZ and apply again. So we applied that and it worked in our favor. It's not called Dreams, it's called Dreams. So we got the approval, and the best part was that project was sold also very, very fast. So I said, Z is my lucky number, like Ekta Kapoor has that
Great, great, yeah. Thank you.
Oh, you have a mic.
Mr. Rizwan, hi. Many congratulations, first of all, on the great launch. My name is Nidhi, and I have my office, one in Dubai and one in India, and we are one of the largest sellers of Dubai properties in India and across the world. My question, which I keep on answering to a lot of people on my shows and otherwise, is how Danube is different and why Danube is so popular. I think Priya has been guiding us always on that. But it is always good to know from the chairman of the group that how Danube is different as a company from rest of the real estate players in Dubai.
Thank you. It's a good question, Nitin. I'm happy that you are from Dubai and you are talking about us over here, so that gives me also a lot of confidence. You know what, I mentioned earlier, my policy has always been launching one project at a time. In spite of the success we have got, I don't want to overdo it. I just want to go launch a project, sell the project, put that project on construction, and then start another project. And ensuring that the customers get more than the value which is required, what he has paid for. I'm following, to be honest, Emirates Airline policy, where if you look at Emirates Airline, if you travel by Emirates Airline, you see the amount of amenities or facilities they give you in Emirates Airline that you feel like flying again and again in Emirates Airline. That same vision of the Sheikh Mohammed I want to follow in my property also, that when people buy property from us, they get, actually people talk about it, like, yeah, I'm staying in a Danube Properties building, and like you see here also in Dubai, in India, like you buy a property from Pomeroy or Hiranandani or good developers, you will pay an extra price, you stand in the queue for that property and you buy that property. So that vision I always had in my mind to create that, and when we came out with that, when we started the property, a lot of people were selling all the luxury properties when the villas were very expensive, but nobody was targeting the actual end user or the expats who were staying on the rental. And now to target them, the biggest problem that the expats did not have the full money to pay or that money which was required to buy the property. And then we came out with the special plan of 1% per month. And the 1% per month became the super hit in the market, because any person working in Dubai who is drawing husband and wife together 20-25,000 dirhams are able to now afford a property of 1 BHK or 2 BHK with that 1% payment plan. And that sets me apart, because giving the delivery on time, giving the best amenities, the building quality, and the special 1% per month sets me apart from the other developers. I'm not saying other developers are not doing a good job, they're also doing a good job. But at least they know in Danube, I'm there in Dubai for the last 30 years now, 29 years I'm completing, next year I'll be completing 30 years. So that brand equity or the brand credibility which we have built over the last 30 years is enormous. And that's why the confidence of the investors in that region is huge over there for Danube when we launch it. That's the answer.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sir, regarding this Opal's project, what is the configuration? Like how many story, how many floors is it?
Yeah, so we have G plus 19 floor. It's a high-rise building. It's a twin tower building, as you have seen in the video. So 19 floor on each building is what we have. The configuration is, majority of it would be the studio and one bed, because it is an investment product which will give you a very high return. So studio and one beds are in majority. We have a significant number of 2 bedrooms which are there. And to make it a little more attractive, we also have on a podium level 3 bedroom condos with a private swimming pool. So that's the configuration we are talking about.
Another question, what is the expected appreciation once the project will be completed, approximately, as per your experience?
Expected appreciation, nobody can say over here, but if you have to ask me the way Dubai is going, I would consider it as 10 to 15% changing it. But then again, we all consider, all the factors of the appreciation depend on the market. But last 6 to 7 months, the property has appreciated by 10%, is growing day by day up. And I believe it should go more than 10-15% on a conservative level. I'm telling you, more than 10 to 15% appreciation should not be a problem. But most important, like I mentioned, that appreciation is the one part of it, and the second thing is the ROI which you get. 6 to 8% of ROI, which country will give you here? London cannot give you, Hong Kong cannot give you, Singapore cannot give you, Russia cannot give you, Mumbai cannot give you. In Dubai, you still get that 6 to 8% ROI without any problem. And most important, none of the apartments you find it empty. As soon as you are one tenant who's staying there goes away, you have somebody to take that apartment. That sort of a demand is there.
Another question, for example, as a customer, if we invest and in case there is a delay in the payment, does Danube penalize the client or how is it?
I will not call it a penalize the client, but of course there is a late payment fee which is applied as a normal interest because we are not charging any interest or we are not charging any extra component when we give a payment plan.